how are you? Welcome back again to my channel, and today I'm coming to you live from a farm where we farm. I know some of you know that, okay, when a doctor tells you that you are less iron or you're anemic, you're being advised to take green leafy vegetables, which is rich in iron, and maybe meat, which has iron too. But now there is a big difference between iron in green leafy vegetables or iron from plants and iron from animals. The iron that comes from animals is what we call heme iron, which is easily absorbed into our system, like our arterial system, to the blood, the red blood cells. But now when we come to plants, the iron that is found in plants is a different kind of iron, which is called non-heme iron. And today I want to showcase the plants that we call them green leafy vegetables that are rich in iron, and how do we do in order for our bodies to absorb iron. And the first plant that we all know is spinach. So spinach, what do we know about spinach? Okay, let me show you. I'm in a farm, as you can see, and as I told you, today I'm coming live from the farm, and today I want to show you the spinach. So by the way, this farm is organically grown. This spinach has been grown organically, as you can see. Yeah, so this is spinach. I don't know whether you can see. Those are spinach, and they have been organically grown. So spinach has what we call oxalic acid, and it's also rich in iron, and as I've said, it is non-heme iron. So I'm going to tell you how this non-heme iron is being absorbed into our bodies. And then we have another plant. I know most of us know the plant in our local language, and this plant is vine spinach. I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah, that's a plant. It was what can we call it? It is an indigenous kind of plant, so most of the time it is proliferated from the stem. Like if you want to farm, if you want to plant it, you just remove from the stem, and then you just put it, and then it is what do we call it? Just grows around the trees with its stem. The stem is a little bit weak, so it has to be around another plant for it to be supported. So this is what we call vine spinach, and as you can see, it is really green, and that's why we group them in as green leafy vegetables, and they are rich in iron. I'm going to tell you other type of plants rich in iron. Spinach, vine spinach. We have wild spider flower. I think you can see that. That's a wild spider flower, and it's also an indigenous plant. All these plants have been grown organically. Yeah, so that's it. So this is called saga. Yeah, saga in our Kalenjin language. Yeah, I don't know what you call it in your own language, but it is called wild spider flower plant. Yeah, another one is black nightshade. Everyone knows it. Yeah, sorry, I have to move around the farm. Whoa. Now, okay, this is okay, I was with my auntie, so we were doing vegetables. So I decided to do a content from the shamba. So this black nightshade, I remember when we were young, this is what we used to eat. Yeah, it is also rich in iron, but the fruits, as you can see, this is the fruits. So this can be eaten the way they are. Yeah, you can see them. Yeah, so they can be eaten. So you can see, as I told you earlier, like we can tell the kind of vitamins in some plants by just looking at the color. Look, these are red. So they are rich in phytochemicals and carotenoids. So when I was young, this is what we used to eat. So these are fruits from black nightshade. That's an indigenous plant as well, and it's very rich in iron, which is non-heme iron. So these plants are really nice. Okay, vegetables. They're vegetables. They're not plants. They're plants, but they're vegetables because they're edible. So these are rich in carotenoids, vital chemicals. And this is what you used to eat then. As I told you, food have really evolved. You never find children doing that nowadays. They know the processed foods. Avocado. Yeah. So again, look at the shamba. So we have avocados. You can see they are not ripe, but they are also organically grown. Another kind of plant is pumpkin leaves. Okay, these ones are old, but when they are young, you can use them as a kind of vegetables. You can see them. These are pumpkin. Pumpkin leaves are edible. They are also rich in iron. As you can see them, they are green leafy. Anything that is dark green is rich in iron. But now the kind of iron it has is non-heme iron. So again, we also have other types of fruits. As you can see, all these plants are organically grown, no fertilizer. So when you hear organic, that tells you they are organically grown. Yeah, so you can see we have bananas, we have fruits. What is this kind of fruit? Now this is where we are headed to. These are fruits that are rich in vitamin C. Yeah, so this kind of fruits help in absorption of iron, the non-heme iron that I've shown you in the vegetables that I have shown you. So whatever we eat, as I told you, it depends on what complementary food you have. Okay, so the kind of food you cook, before you even cook them, think about what am I getting out of these vegetables. If you're eating them because they are rich in iron, remember the non-heme iron in vegetables cannot be absorbed on its own. So you have to take in complementary with vitamin C rich fruits. This is a tree tomato. It's not ripe, but you can see it is rich in vitamin C. And there is lemon. I'll show you the kind of lemon we have. That lemon is rich in vitamin C. As I said, every what can we call, every non-heme iron sources foods cannot be absorbed on their own. They have to have a complementary of vitamin C. As you can see, lemon is rich in vitamin C. Yeah, I wanted to showcase everything that we need. Yeah, so that is it. And yeah, vitamin C sources, I've shown you the vitamin iron rich foods and vitamin C sources. We have several. We have the tree tomato and the lemon and other kind of citrus fruits. So if you know, you know. This is rosemary. And as I said, when you find that you prepare something on your own, you know the stages it has gone through, you know what has it been mixed with, as compared to what has been dried for you and given you as rosemary. You don't know what process it has gone through, like what has it been mixed with. Maybe you're allergic to something. So but when you remove something straight from your farm, you clearly know this is rosemary I'm consuming. So this is rosemary. It's also used as a condiment, like especially when you're preparing your chicken, you can do rosemary chicken. And as any herb, it's a kind of Mediterranean herb, and any herb has its own uses. It has its own nutrients content. And rosemary, it is also rich in iron, and you can see it's a plant, so that is a non-heme iron. And again, when you're consuming it, you know you're getting vitamin B's and iron. And when you're getting these vitamins, you have to know how are you supposed to cook them. Like the vegetables I've showcased you, I have said that they are always rich in water soluble vitamins. And when they are rich in water soluble vitamins, when you cut them, like when you're preparing them, you have to wash them nicely, and then you cut them, and then you steam them. You don't also overcook, so that you don't degenerate or spoil the vitamins. So why would you be consuming vegetables then if the vitamins have been overheated and destroyed by heat? So another thing, like I see most people asking Mama Mboga or the person preparing your vegetables to cut them for you. And then when you get into the house, you're not sure the kind of water they've used to wash them, so again you redo the washing. So once you redo the washing, what happens? You're washing away nutrients because they're water soluble. You have exposed the veins where the vitamins now flow from. So what happens? You're losing the nutrients before you even prepare the vegetables. So the best way forward of preparing vegetables and making the nutrients available is wash them, cut them, and then steam them. Again, sometimes you're told, okay, maybe you're avoiding fats, or you are on a weight reducing diet, and someone tells you fatty food is what makes you fat. Remember, there are also vitamins like vitamin A, D, E, and K are fat soluble vitamins. So when they are fat soluble vitamins, that means it can only be absorbed in an oil media. So you are advised to choose your fats properly. And also, fats are good for our bodies. It is used for shock absorbing. It also gives you a sheath to your body. And then, as I've said, there are some vitamins that are fat soluble. So sometimes just use a little bit. Use sparingly the oils. Yeah, choose your oils wisely. Like, instead of using fat, use oil. And mostly olive oil is the best fat. Yeah. So yeah, I think the next video I'll showcase about fats, the kinds of fats, why we are saying there is saturated and saturated fats, what is the importance, which one is better. So be sure to subscribe and look forward for my next video. I hope you enjoy this as I shoot from the farm. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and see you next week. Yeah, and it was nice showcasing what I have to show, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to showcase from here. Next time I'll show you another kind of food, another kind of cultural food that is forgotten, like the fruits I ate. They were nice, they were sweet. That's what we used to eat years then, but I think if you give them your children right now, they wouldn't even eat. So see you next week, and thank you for watching.